So I see a lot of people out there trying to buy and resell things, from video games to TCG to things of that nature. So I want to tell you my story on how I got started and how I did it for 2 years, and then spread my knowledge and where I found it, my tips and tricks real quick. Heck, I do panels on this. So for those who have never seen my 2 hour plus panels that I've done at Animazement, Ichiban-Con, and other places, along with my buddy Boxer-chan, I sold video games for about 2 years. Now, it wasn't my main job, it was on the side. It was something that I wanted to become my main job, but due to stuff happening with my family and with what happened with Papa Schmmo and how he was losing his kidney and his liver, all that got sold off immediately and dealt with other people letting them buy my inventory and just go about it. But if you keep your prices fair, you keep your margins very straightforward, you tell people, hey, this is where I can buy it, this is, you know, where I work with, a lot of people just work with you. Especially if you're giving them way better prices than GameStop, Trade It, pawn shops. As long as you give them fair, like good, you know, offers, a lot of people just take it, because a lot of people want to get rid of that stuff because they're cleaning or they just want to move on from it. So I was able to get a lot of product, and I sold my own video games. My collection went down from like 700 pieces to 500 real fast because I sold a lot of my expensive stuff to like start the business and start to keep it going and flowing. Well, now that, you know, I finished up, I kept games from there, which bumped me back to 750, and I've just been collecting and flipping here and there ever since. So let me tell you where I learned my stuff from, and I'm going to go into detail on what I've learned and how I would recommend you do stuff, especially if you're starting off. So one of the places that I got a lot of information was from other YouTubers. Pixel Game Squad, Retro Rick, Chase After the Right Price, Arkansas Picker, Retro Wolf. I watched all these guys as the years went on, and I learned from them. I learned what games are worth, where to go look up stuff, what's authentic, how to identify authentic stuff, where people are buying, what are actually worth things, what are not, but are cool things. And I learned a lot about video games as well as systems, pop culture, clothing, and things of that nature from watching these channels. Especially from the business aspect, Chase After the Right Price has his own channel to the side, the Caterpie Crew, where he talks about the business side of things, on how they can optimize it, where they get their products, what's working for them, especially when dealing with Whatnot and Encore and other platforms such as that. eBay, they talk about doing eBay challenges with other people in their Discords. They break stuff down to a way that people can easily understand and show how to realistically approach stuff and make profits, as well as how to source, what their buy margins are, and how to deal with stuff on Amazon. They do a really good job, and those are the people that I learned a lot of stuff from. Heck, when it comes to like Pokemon stuff, people come to me because I learned from Chase At the Right Price on what's real, how to identify it, and they have their own guide on their website. So it takes a couple clicks and bam, you can see what's real, what's fake, and it's pretty good. But I learned from these YouTubers and they spread their knowledge, and I do the same. I spread that knowledge to other people. One of the things I learned from watching like Phoenix Resale, Retro Rick, Chase After the Right Price is that source locally. Go to yard sales, get up early, go to yard sales, go to flea markets, make the connection with the vendors, always show up, talk to them, maybe buy a couple things here and there, buy some stuff at asking price and bundle deals and such, which bundle deals are fantastic when you're buying a lot, but build those connections because they'll be the ones that call you first, say, hey, I got this in, I got to put to the side for you, give me a fair offer. Building connections is fantastic, especially if you run across other resellers. Be friends, don't be enemies, don't think down on them, just talk to them. Be a human being and talk to them and make a friendship. Go to pawn shops. I know a lot around me that want to clear out stuff and keep stuff moving because liquid cash keeps on flowing. You don't want to sit on something, well, yes, it could be worth $100, but it doesn't sell. If someone comes in and offers you $75 for it, you sell it immediately. No questions asked, because it keeps going, it keeps the flow going, and especially if you paid only like $25 or something along those lines, you already made your money twofold on it. So what's the problem? Keeping stuff flowing and keeping inventory going is a big thing, which locals can help because you can also sell to local, going to flea markets and such of that nature, setting up to sell. It's also one of the things that you can do with friends. Sell to your friends, buy from your friends, help them out, give them a good price, give them like 60-70% because the overhead's right there, done, taken care of. You know where it's coming from. Most of the time it's going to be clean, especially if it comes from like someone like me where everything's clean and just put to the side and kept like on its side and taken care of. So you can offer a better prices for better quality stuff. Friends go back and forth. Friends want to buy stuff from you. So it's a connection that goes both ways and that works beneficial for you. Another one that a lot of people don't tend to utilize because a lot of stuff goes online is Goodwill auctions and going in person to Goodwill and Habitat for Humanities. To this day, I still find a bunch of stuff at thrift stores and places like Habitat for Humanity and Goodwill. Goodwill auctions is also a good place. If you can fight people and get a good deal at the right time, you can get a lot of stuff for cheap. That's how I was funding stuff at the very beginning. I was getting PlayStation 1s, Ataris, and a bunch of other stuff for cheap and flipping them pretty fast. People wanted PlayStation 1s, people wanted Ataris, especially since I was buying it at $10 with shipping, it'd be $20. Sell it for $50 with controllers and cords in a game. Done. Give them a $2 sports game to go with it. I got money. I got cash flowing. It was great. So being able to utilize those different spots is fantastic as long as it's within your margins. The third tip that I do want to get, which I already touched on when I talk about my story, is downsize your own collection. Especially if you're a game collector like me and you haven't touched stuff in a while, sell it. Get rid of it, downsize it, and it's a good way to start with inventory, like decent inventory, not trying to buy up what you can. You already got stuff you can literally go out the door and start selling. That's why I always recommend, if you're going to spring clean, put stuff to the side, have a pile that you would at least sell. That way, if you were to end up doing something like this, you have that pile ready to go. You have that inventory set to the side ready to go. It's one of the easiest, quickest tips I can give you. That way you don't have to take out money for loans to go buy stuff. You already have something you can start right away. You can use for trades, stuff of that nature. So sell from your own personal collection. It's okay to downsize, because especially if you get the ball rolling and you get a lot of inventory coming, you can just add to your own personal collection, which is what I did all the time too. Found stuff that I never really found or ever seen before, is hard to get, came in part of a collection, put it in my personal collection. Just got to make sure the price margins and everything are good. That's all in the individual basis, but you know what you're doing. It's okay to start collecting, but to start with, it's okay to downsize as well. And I touched on this before with the Goodwill auction stuff, but Goodwill, eBay lots, I see people pick up eBay lots all the time. Facebook Marketplace has some hits or misses, I will say that. I've hit a lot more than I missed on Facebook Marketplace because I'm not afraid to sit there and talk with them, but there are places that I've missed as well. But it's a good idea to keep an eye out locally, see what people are going through, see what they're selling, see what they're getting rid of. Same for eBay. You can probably find local pickups as well with eBay. They have an option for that. And for Goodwill auctions, you have that option, especially if it's a bigger Goodwill near you. Like in the Raleigh area, for me, it'd be a Raleigh area or Charlotte area. You can drive up and just go pick up stuff, especially if it's a lot of things coming from that Goodwill. To round this video off, I have a couple personal thoughts that I've learned over the 2 years that I feel like weren't enough to make points, but enough to mention. First one, avoid loans at all possible. If you can stay debt-free during all this, that is the way to go. There are people that take loans out for businesses and stuff if you get to that point, but that's a whole different ballgame, whole different conversation. But when it comes to inventory and everything, that's why I say start with selling your own stuff so you can stay debt-free and not have to worry about any of that. Another one is multitasking is hella key when it comes to all this. Being able to talk to multiple people, handle deals, especially in person, being able to focus on multiple things at once, it will help you thrive. I understand some people can't really focus on multiple things at once, and it's gonna hinder you, but you should probably learn how to multitask because it will help you a very good amount in the long run. Diversify what you sell. While yes, I understand you just want to sell video games, sometimes you need to sell consoles. You need to sell old vintage clothing. You might need to diversify into TCG because Pokemon's hot. People ask you for Pokemon stuff. Start getting Pokemon. That's liquid gold right there. It's okay to diversify, especially if you're gonna have, like, the goal is the physical store. You need to be able to diversify in what you sell, even if it's just selling DVDs and stuff for like $1 or $2 a piece because you picked them up for a quarter. It's better than nothing. You have other options for people to start buying, and you get that money flow going. Utilize WhatsApp and Encore. Those are new apps that are out right now that are hot. WhatsApp's been around for a little while. Encore is like TikTok with eBay combined onto one. It's not a live streaming app, unlike WhatsApp. I've been saying WhatsApp this whole time. Whatnot. I'm going to have that like in little parentheses. But the point is, Whatnot's been around for a while, and it's a live streaming platform. So you just get on and you start streaming, you showing off the products, and you do auctions. You launch them live right there. While you can have a store and sell, like, pre-sell stuff and have stuff that people can buy multiples of, or just have them ready to go at a flat price, Encore has that all, and it's auctioned off live right there for 7 days. You don't have to be live the whole time. You just record a video and it's done. Very useful, very good. I've bought from Encore multiple times. Very solid site and phone app. Recommend it. And the last one I want to emphasize, because a lot of people get mad at me when I talk about this, but educate yourself. When you are selling, you have to be on your game. You have to know what things are worth. While I get having to look up some stuff on the spot, which you don't know everything, but basics, especially important stuff when it comes to video games. I brought it up earlier. Knowing what Pokemons are legit and what's fake. Knowing by the touch. When it comes to NES and SNES cartridges and stuff that are faked a lot, especially like bonks or very expensive stuff, you need to know what the circuit boards look like. You need to know where you can have a go-to reference guide for all this stuff. It's very important on what to know what is fake and what is real, as well as what the current market trends are and what people are actually buying. It will save you a lot of heartache and save you a lot of money, as well as earn you a lot of money. So I get annoying about it, people get upset about me, but I'm doing it for a reason. So let me know what you guys recommend if you got some tips and tricks down there. These are just stuff that I know off the top of my head and what I wrote in my book that are very essential to what people need and what can use to benefit themselves. So let me know what you guys think. I love you all. I appreciate you all, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.